Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Uconn Huskies taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Uconn will deliver the opening kickoff and we'll get this game going. He'll bring it out. It's Mason. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Temple Owls offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the Uconn Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse. But it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success. But play within yourself. Make those plays. Don't make the big mistakes.
Looking for a man. It's Newton. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the back. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Get it out on the screen. He works it inside the 20-yard line down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down, now a decision to be made. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A first down for the offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, better look out! This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Newton. Fires to the big fella. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about it. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Green. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught over the middle. It's Green. He gets it to the 34-yard line with excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. Absolutely perfect. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the 1st.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Here's a heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for space, it's Adams. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Here's the punt, and it is not a very good one. A short punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. That 1st quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Finds his target down the middle. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Off the play fake on 1st down. Works the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 14 to Arkansas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meadows. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Uconn will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Splits the uprights from 56. And he's got 3 on the board.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now he's going to break the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. The play action fake. Bringing the heat.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Quickly out to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Uconn quick to the line. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Right back to the well. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. They go to the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They boot it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Looking for room. It's Adams. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. To the air, it's Newton. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. They'll try the run. Looking for room at the 40. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Uconn going back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That's caught. It's quarter. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop it 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Green. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Owls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll be brought down. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. Fires complete on the crosser. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Gives it to the back on the draw.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Safe completion on the screen. Open space at the 25. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Now they'll run the draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Finding open areas. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. After the run, now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And here's a fumble way behind. He's running free down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, no! And they turn it into a defensive score.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game 1, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR. They just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 10 over New Mexico State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now the play fake. And some room to work. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st down from the 28. To the air, it's Newton. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through, and he's down to the 31.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
From the gun. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Reads it, fires complete. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Defense didn't have the personnel it needed. They call a timeout. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Ready to try the point after. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Uconn offense goes back to work. Looking to pass. It's Newton. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Uconn quick to the line.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Uconn comes to the line after getting another first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Meadows.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Caught near the sticks. It's Meadows. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Meadows. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking to throw. It's Newton. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And he's just going to spike it. Backed up now. Here's second and long. He'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Fires to the big fella. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.